I remember my very first time to try to launch a product to my audience. It did not go well. I was writing a blog back in like 2011 and a publishing company reached out to me and said, Tim, we think you have a book in you. When you're ready to write one, let us know, we want to publish it. And so I said, awesome, like I'm writing content. I'll publish a book that my audience can just buy from me. It'll be great. And the publishing company paid me a nice healthy advance. I spent a year writing that book along with an editor and their whole team designing covers and getting this whole thing to print. And then came the big launch day, and unfortunately it didn't really sell. I mean, it sold a few copies from like my diehard blog readers. For the most part, the publishing company just ended up with a pallet of books in their warehouse. I made a lot of mistakes, but the biggest one was I assumed that just because I have an audience doesn't mean people will buy from me. It's actually more important to get the right product for the right audience, and I should have spent a lot more time testing that idea before ever writing the book. I should have tested a lot of different assumptions that I made. I want to help you guys learn from some of those mistakes, and especially help you understand how do you best test an idea so that when you do launch it, you know it's going to sell, it's going to resonate with your audience, you know it's going to serve them well, and you know they're actually going to buy it. Hey guys, my name is Tim SCHMOYER. Welcome here to Video Creators, where we are all about helping you as established YouTube creators know how to grow a business around that audience so you can make money on it and serve them better in a way that serves you and your family better. It's just a win-win situation. We get really excited about that here. And in order for you to best grow that business, you need a product. You need something you need to sell. But don't do what I do. Don't just have this assumption that it's just going to work because you worked really hard on it and you're really excited about it. It doesn't work that way. I highly recommend you test the idea first, and one way to do that would be to consider maybe doing a crowdfunding campaign. This is how I launched my product 30 Days to Better YouTube channel originally. I knew you guys wanted a step-by-step process for growing your YouTube channel, and I had a lot of success doing that already at that time for big brands like Disney and Warner Brothers and eBay and Budweiser and HBO and a lot of top creators. Like, I was already doing that, and so I knew I could put the system together, but I learned from the book a few years earlier, don't just make assumptions, test your ideas. And so I wanted to know, would you guys even buy this thing first, even before I write it and put the time into creating it? And so I kind of did like a pre-sale of it, in that I made a crowdfunding campaign and I launched that to those of you who are here. At that time, it was around 3,000 subscribers. So back in the early days of me starting Video Creators. And I had a goal that if we met this number, I think it was like $6,000 or something like that, then that would be worth it for me to go ahead, take the risk, and write this guide, write this product. I already had people who had already pre-purchased it, so as soon as it was done, I already had people I could send it to. I had people who were cheering me on, who were giving input, people who felt invested into it, and it was such a good experience to be able to do that with other people who felt like they were a part of it, as opposed to me just like making it on my own, being like, here you go. Hope you like it. The second way to test your idea is to run some remarketing campaigns online, run some ads to test different product ideas, test different titles for those products and things like that. So I haven't done this one personally, but I have worked with creators who have done this very successfully. They will take out some cheap ads, whether it be on Facebook or YouTube or Google or wherever their audience is, and they will do a remarketing campaign, which means that they're only showing ads to people who have already engaged with their content in some way. So it's already someone who's already hit their website and visited their page. It's on YouTube. It's someone who's already seen a certain number of their videos, who they presume is probably an engaged subscriber. And so they show ads only to those people to see what will my audience resonate with, which gets the most clicks versus impressions, which then when it goes to a landing page, then it's like, hey, I'm thinking about making this thing. If you want to be notified about when this thing launches, enter your email here. And so it's basically like, can I sell this thing in exchange for an email address even before I even make it? And then they will look at the numbers of like, okay, this product got this number of impressions and converted at this price, or this one got this number of impressions converted at that price, and they just see like which one got the most traction. This is probably the better idea out of the ones that we have, or maybe it's just one product idea, but this is the sales tactic that's going to work the best in converting this. Let's go with this title for the book, or let's go with this headline for our course, or let's make this thing instead based on the information and data that we collected. And then the best part is now you have an email list of people you can keep up to date with. You can get more information. You can send them surveys, ask questions that help you even further refine the product that you are making for them. Number 3, once you start building this product for them, it's very tempting to go all in and just flesh out the entire thing before releasing it. And that's a mistake, because it's better to do iterations, small iterations, and test each one along the way so that when the thing is completed, you actually have something your audience wants, rather than just assuming, again, that the assumptions you're making are accurate. So I did this with Video Labs. It's now one of our best-selling products and services that we do. It's an 8-week coaching program with a small group of creators, just really helping them understand how the algorithm works, how YouTube search and discovery systems work, how to craft content that's engaging for people, and how to just really grow your YouTube channel exponentially. And it's been very successful. But that didn't start at just like, hey, here's this big system. By the way, here you go. Here you go, guys. I iterated. So it started with me being like, I think I have this idea of like this group coaching program that we can do that has a little bit of training involved, some assignments for creators to do that week on their channel, and also includes some small community online where we can ask questions, give feedback and things throughout the week. And so I first launched that as a Patreon perk to test it out. I think I charged like $9 a month for it. And I only got about, I think if I remember correctly, I think I got like 6 people signed up for it. So it did not do very well. And I was asking some friends, I was like, why did this not do well? Because I think this is invaluable. This is exactly what creators are, I think I hear them saying exactly what they want and what they need. They said, no, Tim, like you're going about this all wrong. Your pitch is wrong. Your price is too low. People probably don't think that you can actually deliver on that for only the $9 a month. They said, raise the price and repackage this thing. And that's when I then gave it the name Video Labs. I made it its own separate thing outside of Patreon, and I increased the price to $500. And I just kind of repackaged how I'm selling it. And then that time I sold 15. That next time I launched it, and I was like, oh, okay, so I'm getting better at this. I'm learning how this message resonates better with my audience. I still didn't go all in on the content though. What I did is I delivered the content live and I recorded it in these Zoom calls and these Zoom meetings with these 15 creators, and I then took those sections of those recordings, and I figured that's what I'm going to sell for the next group of people who go through Video Labs. The first group got it all live. The second group just got the recordings of the first group. That second time, like 20 people signed up, and not one person had any problem that the recordings were relatively low quality, just in the Zoom call, or they weren't there. As it continued to grow, as building traction, I think it got up to the $1,500 mark, and I was like, this is worth investing into, or maybe it was $1,000 mark. I don't remember exactly, but it was worth investing into. And that's when I got a camera crew, and I shot the entire thing in a live event here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Did a full production of all the material, shot it all from scratch as a really professional presentation, and upgraded the system that we were using to deliver the course material and everything. Now today it continues to grow. It's one of our best-selling products, as well as one of the things that really helps creators the most. There's so many cool stories coming out of creators who have gone from nothing to really amazing growth in only the course of a few months. But it didn't start like there. It was like one iteration. Okay, let's test that. Can I sell it? What's the right price point? What's the right pitch? What content should be included? What content should I take out? What are the questions that they really want answered in this that they don't really care about? And I just fine-tuned and tweaked it all along that journey until it's at a point now where we are running several of these simultaneously almost at any given time, and it's just really helping a lot of people, which just makes me excited. You got to test those iteration cycles each step along the way. A key part of making all of this work for you is really knowing how to sell. Most creators, I know, they make the mistake of just thinking that if my audience knows about it, then they're going to want to buy it. And that is just not true. How many products do you know about that you haven't purchased? Probably thousands, tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands, I don't know. You know about a lot of products that you've never bought. The reason is you don't care about those. Those don't resonate with you. There's not something that you feel like you need. And so you really need to know how to identify who my audience is, what do they want, and then how do I package something that's going to help them get what they want, and then sell that to them in a format they're willing to pay for. And that's like a whole nother process for us to talk about, but I did summarize it and I put it into a helpful guide for you. It's called Product to Profit. You can click a link down in the description below. And in there, I give you my 5-step sales process that I've used to launch almost everything I've done for the past, I don't even know how many years. And it's been very successful in helping not only myself grow this company to millions of dollars, but also other businesses I have online and ones that I've done in the past. It's my exact step process. I want you guys to follow it if you don't really know where to start. But it'll also help you figure out, like, how do I even figure out a product that my audience wants to buy? How do I even start at the very beginning and go through these testing cycles and these iteration phases to get to the point where I now have something successful that's actually growing a business and making money, serving my audience better than ever before, serving me better than ever before, and it is just like a win-win-win situation. Click that link down below. Go check out Product to Profit. Absolutely free, and I can't wait to see you in that guide.